1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone out there in Banjo Land, Mike Heading here, coming to you today with the old fiddle tune, Bill Cheatham in the key of A. I actually wrote up a tab for this song maybe 4 or 5 years ago and just never recorded a video for it, so I dug it back up, I reworked it a little bit, I tweaked the tab a little bit to make it a little bit better, and now we're going to work on the classic fiddle tune, Bill Cheatham. For this lesson, I wanted to work on mixing Scruggs style and melodic style, which is a thing I really like to do. You get that drive, that classic roll of Scruggs style, and you get a little bit more of the melody with melodic style. So it's a really cool way to mix those two styles to play a fiddle tune. So we'll break down a basic A part and a basic B part, and then a variation for each part, note for note, just like I played at the beginning. And then we'll go over some backup you can do. So for the backup section, we'll learn the chords down the neck and then some up the neck vamping. The chords change pretty fast in the B part, so you'll get some really good practice changing through your 1, 4, 5 chords pretty quickly. So we'll break that down as well. All right, enough talking. Here's Bill Cheatham in the key of A. All right, let's start breaking down this first A part to Bill Cheatham. Remember, I've got my capo on the 2nd fret, 5th string tuned up to A. So we're playing out of the key of G, but it's going to sound like the key of A. So let's play the first 9 measures. That's like halfway through the A part, so you can get a sense of how it sounds. And then we'll start breaking it down phrase by phrase. Here we go. Do that real slow. Okay, so one thing we're going to do for this lesson is mix Scruggs style and melodic style. So we're going to kind of play back-to-back phrases. We're going to play a Scruggs lick, and then a melodic lick, and then a Scruggs lick and a melodic lick. We're not going to do that throughout the whole arrangement. That's a really nice way to mix the two styles. So let's take the first 5 measures. We're going to start with a pickup, and we're just going to start basically with a pinch to get the rhythm started. We're doing thumb on the 3rd string, and then pinch the outside strings, and then 4th string, and then a little single string lick. We're going to hit open 3rd string with our thumb, and then index finger of our right hand, 2nd fret, 4th string. So you have... Make sure you keep your right hand thumb out front so you can play, because it's a little tricky because your thumb comes down and hits the 3rd string, and then your index finger hits the 4th string. So you need to make sure your thumb's not running into your index finger there. And then we hit the open 4th string, and then we're going to do 2 pinches, 2nd string and 1st string, index and middle, and then 5th string, 1st string. So the melody there in measure 2 is kind of the basic melody, and we're just filling that up with pinches. So let's put those together. We have... And if you didn't like that pinch for whatever reason, you could take it out and basically just rest. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. That might be more traditional, but I just like having that little pinch kind of sets the rhythm for you. Now a classic Scruggs lick, 2-4 slide with an alternating thumb roll. So 3, 2, 5, 1 there. Those are my strings. And then a 3-2 pull off on the 3rd string. And then 3rd fret on the 4th string. open first string. So you have, and notice how that third fret kind of implies a G7 chord that we're going to resolve to a C in a second. So that's why we're using that third fret there. So we have, you can basically keep this finger down, your second finger, middle finger, and we're going to slide it down into a C in just a second. So we have, like that. So again, let's play those opening three measures. We have, Scruggs there, straight Scruggs, right? So, and then we go into a C, and we're basically going to play that same opening melody line instead of, now we're playing that lick on a C, so we do second fret on the 4th string, and then it would be the 1st fret, 2nd string is the melody, but we're going to pinch, same idea. So we have, we're just pinching now on a C chord, so just keep your C down. And then right here I do 1st fret, 2nd string, and then open 1st string. And then I'm going to move up and play a little melodic lick. So I'm going to move my middle finger up to the 5th fret of the 2nd string and my 1st finger to the 5th fret of the 3rd string. It's like kind of a little melodic position. So get used to transitioning from here up to here. It's a very common melodic style move. We're going to do it a bunch. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using this open 1st string to travel. And then the thumb of my right hand comes down. I do thumb middle. And then put my index finger down and do a forward roll, and then back to the open 2nd string, down to the 7th fret of the 4th string, and then open 3rd string. So you have, and the reason I start the lick of measure 5 with my thumb of my right hand is if you do index middle and then index middle again right here, you get a little bit of pick noise, which we're going to talk about in this lesson. You can do it, but sometimes using the same finger multiple times in a row, you know, you're hitting that metal pick on a vibrating string. So if you use a different finger, it just helps reduce that pick noise a little bit because I'm using the plastic thumb pick. So that would also be good practice on seeing if you can do that transition without looking down at your left hand too. That's tricky, but it's good practice. If you have to look, it's not the end of the world, but it's good practice getting familiar with how far that distance is, right? So let's put that together. We have C. And then we're back to our opening melody. So measure 6 and 7 is the same as 2 and 3. Very common in fiddle tunes to go back to the opening melody. So we walk down that lick, and then open strings get you back down. And then right here we're going to do a little melodic, kind of partial melodic Scruggs lick ending. We're going to go. Right, so we walk into that. Quick shift up to that same position, and we're going to play this lick. Kind of a melodic style lick. So you have your index finger of your left hand on the 5th fret of the 3rd string and play T, I, T, M, strings 3, 2, 3, 1. Basically what we're doing there is, if you played it single string, it would be this. We're kind of surrounding that it's technically a D note, but C relative to our capo, the 4 chord. We're surrounding that melody by going down 1 note in the scale and then up 1 note in the scale. Very common, like a fiddle way to embellish a melody. We're just doing it now with melodic notes. And then 5th fret, 2nd string, 4th fret, 1st string. So I move my index finger up to that 4th fret, very common melodic position. So I have 5th string, back to that 5th fret, 2nd string, take off your index finger, and then a backwards roll pull-off lick back to Scruggs. Right, so a cool way to get back down. throwing in those melodic licks just occasionally, and then coming back with the classic Scruggs lick. So let's play 6 through 9. So we have... And then we play our pickup, which gets us back into the melody, right? So that's basically the same as the end of measure 1. So one more time, a little faster. So when you do this lick, start moving right now. Okay, so that's one time through the A part. Let's play the opening A part. Here we go. You could loop it. One more time, slower. Playing a lot of melody, really. We're not getting too far away from the melody for this first part.